Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Lady Calamere. I am doing my 378th presentation. It will be on the Hindu god Mangala, also called, he's also one of the Navgraha, and he's called Graha, which means planet, and planet Mars. So he is in Navagraha. The Navgraha, or Navgraha, means the 9 planets. And Mangala is Mars. So his, of course, his planetary aspect, planetary powers is Mars. And his day, of course, is Tuesday. His color is red. So he presides over Tuesday, which is called Mangalavara. And he's one of the more ferocious planets, like Shani, who is Saturn. But I think he's very much more approachable than Ares in Greek. Ares. And he's called Ares. So this printing didn't come out so good. I don't know why. But he is said to be of red. He's depicted as uh young but not too young. Not as young as Woot, who is Mercury. But he is young man, handsome. Well, he's muscular, strong, athletic and built, red skin, but also wears like golden armor. So the he is said in Shaivism that after Sati died, Shiva went into meditation, and during his yogic powers, a bead of sweat fell off onto him and fell onto the earth. Bhu Devi, the goddess of earth, and she was fertile, so she became pregnant. And so, oh, here's Lady Boss. Come on. So, anyways, all right. He is the son of Shiva and Bhudevi. Now, another story say, well, he's actually the son of Vishnu in his form as Varaha Deva. So after Varaha rescues Bhudevi, Bhumi, which she's also called Bhumi, with being the mother of Mangala with Shiva. She's called Bhumi Bhudevi. So Bhumi, after she is rescued, he drops a red coral and gives it to her. But it goes into the sea and she becomes pregnant. And so Mangala is the son of Rahadeva and Bhumi, the goddess of the earth. There's also another a rarer story. Excuse me, I still have a cough. Is that Mangala is the son of Prithvi, who is an earth goddess, and sage Kashyapa. So Mangala, the name literally means dealing with auspiciousness and prosperous or favorable. and his element is fire. His metals, some things in the Hindu astrology matches, but also does not match with Western astrology. And both in Western astrology and Hindu astrology, his metal is iron because of war, because of weapons and tools of war. But also in Hindu astrology, it is copper and as well as brass. So Mangala's stone, it would be red coral. So because of the red coral, because of how he was born. Now, also Mangala, sometimes even gold is used with him. Now, he is worshipped, of course, the best day, Tuesday, and red things are offered to him, like red flowers, red lentils, uh, anything red. There's red sandalwood that is offered to him. So anything that is red. I'm just trying to think what else. Clarified butter, ghee, is used. Dried coconut, red fruits, raisins, unsalted nuts like the walnuts, almonds, cashews, any of that is unsalted. Don't ask me why. It's just unsalted. Dried coconut. Now, there's things that he does like fire and flame. He likes color red. Here's the thing. Some people are very afraid of Mangala. If he is well positioned within you, he offers protection, defense, strength, vitality. He offers masculinity to men and women, the masculine power. He offers stability, strength. He helps one to not fear and to give courage, power, authority, strength. When things are going against Dharma, the natural law, and Dharma dealing with when there's adharma, injustice, Mangala rises to conquer it, to bring things back into order. So yes, he does deal with war. He very much deals with war and fight and struggle, and he is going to deal with anything that deals with competition. Okay, Mangala is the doer. Mangala can be used to destroy the enemy, but also think about the enemy within yourself, your own mind, the fear, the inability to do something right because of fear. But also, if it's ill positioned, it can cause temper tantrums, bouts of anger, uh, fits of rage, and destructive qualities, and can fight in the way of like passive aggressive and be really like toxic narcissists. Okay, me and going where being a fool where you're doing things out of just to get like an adrenaline rush, doing things that are dangerous. Okay, that are quite impulsive and not thinking it through and just brute force. So yes, that is the other qualities of Mangala. But Mangala himself, so that was just in the position of your charts. But Mangala himself will be the champion of Dharma, and he loves Mother Earth. He loves Bhumi Devi, and he took it upon himself to also say, "I will defend Earth. I will defend nature. I will defend Dharma. I will defend natural law." He's supposed to be red skinned here. She's sitting. That was me this time on everything, and you can see the mark of Shiva on him. This is not where he is the son of Vishnu. This is definitely the mark of Shiva, the three lines, because the other line would be like this, like that, and then going like that. That would be the mark of Vishnu. Here we have him in his another phase where his animal is the ram. So his animal, his is a ram, and he also rides a ram, but also rides said to ride three horses and a chariot, where the three represents uh, creation, preservation, and destruction. Astrological significance is that he rules over. He rules on over. Sorry, in Hindu astrology. Now this is Hindu astrology. He rules over Scorpio and Aries. He governs that. So he is the power of energy and self confidence. So he also he is said to affect the muscles, bone marrow, the digestive system, and of course erythrocytes, which is the red blood cells. So he deals with the blood. So he Mangala, the things that he holds is depend. He'll hold the Trishul, which is this. He holds a lotus. He holds a mace. as you can see here, which is a very powerful weapon. He'll hold a spear, sometimes a shield. He's pretty much always usually seen as four arms and one head. So his effects can last for 7 years when it comes into your chart, which is the Mahadasha. Uh, he can be very fiery in nature. So is he approachable? He can be. He's also about discipline. He's about discipline, not just of discipline of punishment, but discipline of the mind and body. Martial training, martial discipline, the martial arts. So to have discipline, to be able to be patient, to be able to focus, to be able to take out your enemy like a sniper, to be able to be, efficient in war like the Navy SEALs or like a ninja, to be highly trained in the art of fighting, but also to be disciplined when not to use it, when to just, redirect your opponent or to block your opponent, but also to knock your opponent out when you have to. When to do something, when not to do something, to be disciplined in that. But yes, it could be discipline as punishments. To be able to use to discipline your mind and to you could either control your rage and use that anger for good. When you see some injustice, you use that anger for good. But you can also get so angry at something that you end up using that anger to destroy it. Instead of having a protest of changing everything, you tear it all down, whether it's good or bad, you know, and not realizing there are consequences for things. So it's a matter of either you control your anger or your anger controls you. And it's just the nature of the beast. So Mangala, of course, people will be scared and demonize him and say that, yeah, Mars is scary, and Mangala can get to the point of being downright scary, very fierce. He's a warrior, and he deals with the warrior deities. Mangala, when you look at it, you have warrior deities like Durga, Chamunda, Vairava. You're going to have him dealing with Bagalamukhi and even points of Chinnamasta and Bhairavi, Tripura Bhairavi. So any of the deities of war, Skanda, even Skanda, is going to be dealing with the Mangala planetary force. So any like again, dealing with warrior deities, dealing with battle, so Mangala is the go-getter, the conqueror, but can also be an almighty destroyer. So Mangala deals with auspiciousness, but he also deals with war. He deals with energy. He deals with the power of that fire within you. Okay, he digests things. Again, he deals with the digestive system, but he also digests things. He also melts and burns things and turns things into ashes. He can burn things down to its carbon. If it's organic, it will turn to carbon. Anything, okay, so anything that's not organic, if you burn it, will not be carbon. Anything organic that's burnt will turn into carbon. So, yeah, he uses his shield to shield one and defend one. His golden armor represents his divine will, his divine power. It's his armor is very shiny, and literally he is Mars, but he's not just the planet. He's the power. He's also that who takes action. He embodies action, and he's also perseverance. He, but he's also deals with imposition of leadership. So when it comes to war, he could be, depending on how he is, he could be the general. He could be like in that qualities. When we think about the Greek deities, he could be like Athena, where she's a general and she can lead a whole war campaign. Or he could be like Ares, but he's pronounced Ares. Not talking about the goddess Eris. We're talking about the god Ares or Ares. And he could be just very barbaric. Go in there and slice and dice everything and go totally berserk in war. So again, but he's definitely, I think he has both qualities of Athena and Ares, but again, within yourself. But as a god, he's going to uphold Mother Earth. He's a fighter. He's going to uphold justice through fight and war campaigns. He deals with success. He deals with martial vigor. He is has different names and different titles and epithets. So like he's like Lohita, which means the red one. He's also known as Bhauma, Bhauma, which means the son of Wumi. Lohita, the red one, the Lohitanga, red bodied. He's has another name whose color is like blood. He's also called Bha, which means shining. Kuja, who is he who is born of the earth. He is also called son of Dara, Daraputra, which is Daraputra, son of Dara. Now, and he has so many, many names. Mangala is, what would I say? I lost my train of thought. I was just about to repeat something. I'm like, I already said that. So, anyways, this just shows that I don't have a script. I don't write notes. I just go. So, Mangala is the energizer, he's the agitator. Okay. Like, just think of a washer machine, the top loader. You have that middle thing, right? And without that middle thing, you're not going to get your clothes done. That's the agitator. That's going to get your clothes moving and going and cleaning. Uh, so he's the agitator to get things done. He agitates things. You know, he's the one that gives pain for a reason. So imagine putting your hand in fire and not realizing you're burning yourself. And then you pull it out and you no longer have a hand. But with that pain receptor, you're like, ow! And you pull your hand out and, oh, that hurts like a motherfucker. But you pull your hand out because it did its job to say, hey, dumbass, get your hand out of that fire. So, yeah, pain. It tells you something's wrong. You got an infection. You have pain from it. Hey, get this taken care of before you die. So this pain receptors tells us, hey, something's wrong. Maybe you got an infection in a tooth. Imagine if you didn't feel it and that infection went through your whole body. It's like, oh, it hurts. I wish it didn't hurt so bad. And then, yeah, it could get very aggressive. The pain can get very aggressive. But that pain is letting you know something is wrong. But sometimes, exercise pain to let you know you're doing, whether you're doing it, you get a little sore, like, oh, you're building yourself up. But it could also tell you, hey, slow down. You're destroying yourself. You're tearing yourself apart. So the pain lets you know. So, yes, he does deal with pain. So he's the aggressor. He's the agitator. He's the momentum to get things going. But he's also friction. So sometimes you have to cool down that friction. Like the dental tools, how they have water to cool it down so you don't burn your teeth. Yeah. My cat just looked at me like, what? Burn your teeth? What are you talking about? But also, when you have friction, sometimes you have to oil the mechanism. So, again, sometimes that friction is good to get things moving, but then it can be bad because it can go on fire. So, good or bad, he does that. He's the thing. He's the agitator. He is the catalyst to get things going. Okay, he could be like a spark or an explosion. He's the It's sort of like tightening a fist, the energy, the kinetic energy. So where one finger could be weak, all the fingers together make a fist. So, and that momentum of releasing that energy, that's him. That's his power. So he is his numbers are different from the Western occultism. Western occultism, his number, the Mars would be number 5, right? And deal with Gebarah. And you notice that in the tarot, the suits of 5, it's it's not so auspicious. But in Hinduism, his numbers are 9 and anything to do, okay, 9, 18, and 27 are his numbers. So anyone born on the ninth day, the 18th day, or the 27th day is going to have dealings with uh, Mars in their life. Okay, I have a friend that was born September 9th, and she said it makes a lot of sense to her because she dealt with a lot of these powers. So his number is 9, 18, and 27. His abode is called Mangala Loka. Mangala Loka means Mangala, Mars, world. Loka means world. So that's his world, the Mars world. Or again, he deals with, but doesn't mean Mars. It means auspiciousness and success. But he also deals with the power and the glory, like that Saxon song, "Power and the Glory," might, and yeah. So he deals with glory and power, victory, uh, success, and going to a war campaign, being in war, and coming home glorious and successful. Where everyone's throwing, praising you and throwing flowers at you. That's all dealing with him. His basic mantra is Om Mangala Devaya Namaha. Om Mangala Devaya Namaha. Om Mangala Devaya Mangala. No, I'm sorry. Om Mangala Devaya Namaha. Sorry. His consort is, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Jawalini, I believe. Jawalini. So she's also called Pahari, and she's a goddess of uh, dealing with a powerful eternal flames. So I don't know a whole lot about her. So I don't want to go on too much about her. So, yes, while Mangala can be cruel, he's also brave. And yes, deals with the power of work, the power of momentum. He deals with he can also make someone a workaholic, which again another negative quality. The good qualities work, do a good day's work, get a good day's pay, get things done around the house, build a house, dealing with the momentum of work. Building skyscrapers, the building of railroads, deals with him. But if someone's constantly working themselves to their burnout, again, that's a negative quality of him. Wow, only 34 minutes. Feel like I was only doing it for 10 minutes. So His power when it comes to destruction is pretty fast, pretty concrete, and could be very awe-inspiring. And he's able to eliminate an enemy or foe, or get rid of a disorder and unrighteousness, and bring back again cosmic order. Because again, he's going to deal with dharma. Okay, so Mangala's energy is direct and very action orientated. So Mangala is also depicted as as his son, an ally of Shiva. So where he aids him in his tasks to obtain and maintain cosmic law. Mangala deals with heat, fire, spice, and the power to transform, to power to melt down into a forge and build something back up. So it's like taking a piece of iron and turning it into a knife. And he deals with all weapons, knives, guns, bullets, gunpowder, uh, brass knuckles, anything, weapons of war, anything that goes boom is his. From so, yeah, he he is a conqueror, and he can cause the rise and fall of civilization and nations. He helps one to have personal drive to overcome obstacles in their lives. Again, he can push away the competition and push away the obstacles. He can flatten it. The ability to flatten mountains. So while he also deals with the cycles of creation, he also deals with the cycles of destruction to maintain balance in the world. He is the power of transformation. You know how they say no with exercise, no pain, no gain? That's him. That would be his quote. No pain, no gain. Fire burns away impurities to create something pure. That's what he does. He is a fire that will burn away impurities to create something pure. He destroys things. He's like as if a forest fire burning down the old foliage for new foliage to grow. He basically destroys things so that new growth and regeneration can happen. He also deals with consecration and purification. And again, removing impurities, whether they be physical or spiritual, mental or emotional. He stands as a guide for souls to help them to align with divine consciousness. He can cause challenges and obstacles, but he can also be the one to. But he's more of the strength. His obstacle would be that of confrontation. And Mangala is very confrontational. He could be very confrontational. He's not going to sit there and be, again, like, I'm not doing anything. He's going to do something. And a person can uh, exhibit him as either passive aggressive or confrontational, whether for good or bad. He provides challenges, but he also helps overcome them and to overcome obstacles in your way. To be able to, if you see a mountain, you know what, I'm going to climb and get over it. To have that stamina. Again, he is stamina. He is physical strength. He he is the vanguard of cosmic justice that will confront the dark forces that are attempting to cause misdeeds and chaos. He can wipe the slate clean. He can blow the whole slate clean if he has to. And remember, he is a god of war. And he's not going to play the way you think should be fair. He's his ability to break things. And also, like Nergal, who likes to break things when he's angry. Like, I think Mangala has more control of his temper than Nergal does. I'm talking about the god Nergal, not the singer from Behemoth. We're talking about, the Babylonian god era, also called era, but sorry, some Sumerian god Nergal. So he deals with he has a multifaceted nature as that of protector, and warrior. So, like I said, he'll maintain the balance between creation and destruction, chaos and order. He's a dynamic figure who influenced both the natures of the deities and humans. And one could say sometimes one can look at him, say, "Oh, he's a necessary evil," but I wouldn't exactly put it that way because we could say, "Oh, that mean old Mars taught me a lesson," and Shani is also demonized and vilified. Shani is sort of like you reap what you sow. You sow, you know, buy now, pay later. His birth symbolizes, whether it's from Prithvi or Kashyapa, Shiva or Bhumi Devi or Varaha Deva with Bhumi Devi, is that his birth symbolizes the union of divine energy and the material world. So his force is very vital for that. So he is also invoked for seeking divine guidance, not just protection, but literally guidance on how to do something right, on the actions that you have to take. He is action. He's pretty much dynamic. How much? Well, 45 minutes. So he also deals with not only physical warfare, but spiritual warfare. So not only which we talk about witch wars against each other and uh, he'll battle for the mind and the souls. He'll battle for he will do spiritual warfare as well as physical warfare, like fighting to for your rights of to for your religious to believe in your religious beliefs. But then people will fight to make you believe in their beliefs, whether Christians trying to force themselves their beliefs on you or Islamics trying to force their beliefs on you. But the right to force back, say, no, I'm Buddhist, I will not follow that. No, I'm Hindu. No, I'm Wiccan. No, I'm Lukumi. I'm not going to believe this. Or, you know what, I'm spiritual. No, I'm a witch and I'm not going to follow this. I'm going to fight for my beliefs. And it could be whether it's peaceful fighting or literally in the streets duking it out, you know? He deals with valor. But remember, he will deal with strife, the powers of strife and conflict, battle, war, total war. And his power is decisive action. And yes, he can be cruel. Another god he deals with is Agni, who is the god of fire. And I've already talked about Agni. And Agni is fire. And he, again, um, he deals with the power of Agni. So, again, Mangala is seen, some people are very afraid of him. Let's get a close up of these pictures. This one came out pretty decent. This one was supposed to be red, but it came out golden. So I didn't have a statue of him. His sounds are very loud and pounding, like war drums, like thunderous drumming and stomping and marching. His is that of military parades and military marches and training. His is that of fist pounding and punching and kicking and biting. So there are temples to Mangala, and I'm just trying to think where they're at. There's also a goddess called Ma Mangala, and but Tamil Nadu, in Tamil Nadu, there is a temple there. They're in the western Ghats of Karnataka. There is a temple dedicated to this god. Now, there's a temple that's renowned for its healing powers, and people go there to have miraculous healings of different diseases, or to ask for protection against enemies and accidents. And yes, he can protect against accidents. And you can also cause them. Is there is a oh, I know I'm going to butcher this word because I didn't write it down. Vaitheswaran Coil Temple. So people go there. There's also the Angara Khan Mangala Bhagavan Temple, and that's a long one. And it's near Kumbak Kanam. I'm probably butchering that word. And again, it's recognized for its healing powers, but also protection against evil spirits, entities, and negative ghosts and negative energies. So people go there, thousands of devotees go there seeking Mangala's uh, blessings from any of the negative. If it's a negative chart, if it's Mars is more of a ill aspect, they can ask for it to be fixed. So pink coral can also be given, can be okay. So the coral that you should wear for him should either be put in copper or gold. It should be untreated coral, red coral. But if that's really too strong for you, or it's making you feel more too aggressive, you can change it for. You can ask for a pink coral, which is a softer energy, which is also acceptable to Mangala. Is a pink coral, which is a more softer aspect of this energy. So again, red, anything red, but especially that of red coral. Um, People offer, you could. I'm sure people offer their blood to him, and because again, it's red. But be careful when doing that. Don't cut up a vein or something. Just use a little pin or a diabetic gland slit, so you get just some blood. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. And I've been talking about 54 minutes. I want to thank you for your attention and being here. I hope you learned something new. If you did, hit me up in the comments. Have you ever worked with Mangala? What do you think about him? Is he something interesting, or is he something that's kind of scary and you're not worried, you're not ready for it? Let me know what you think about him in the comments. And also, try to be a good person. There's so much evil. Don't succumb to it. Don't become it. Okay? Fight against this evil. Fight against uh, I'm not telling you do anything illegal. Don't fight in a way that's illegal. Don't tell me I am in jail because I listen to you. No, I'm not telling you to break the law. Be a good person. Fight for justice. Sign petitions. You know, sign letters. Make a petition. Something. Do something good. Donate things. And just for Mangala, you can donate red foods and red things. Red clothing, red coats, red shoes, red socks, red underwear, you know, uh, anything red. Anyway, donate your blood. That's red too because he deals with blood. So, you can donate your blood. You know, go to one of those red buses and, you know, pull up a sleeve and let them tap your vein for some blood and do some good. Anyways, thank you for being here. As always, blessed be.